Peace, brother. Peace, peace. Please let me know how the audio is coming through. It should be the same as TikTok. This is kind of a test stream. So, but as far as running through this mic, the only difference that it could be is YouTube, like the difference of the platforms and how they process the audio and their levels and everything. So hopefully everything's coming through clear. But good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Let me go ahead and it's a little quiet. Let's see. More quiet than usual on the other side. Let's see my mic level. There's the top one. So this should be bringing the audio up. Let me know. However, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, it should. The mic is on, so yeah, we're green, so it should be good. But I can definitely. I'm about, I'd say, 70% on the mic volume now. So I still got some more room to go if need be. But I'm loving this look already. Being able to have the wide format and the to show everything in its entirety before the bowls were getting cut off. I would say let it rock for a minute. Okay, I just turned it up just a little more. Yep, not confined to the vertical, which I prefer, definitely. And let's see. Cloudbot should have been active by now. So that's something I'm gonna have to check and look into. I think I have it activated. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna check on that. Alright, so I did a little sound check for myself over there as well. While I was at the computer, I think I'm gonna come up just a tad bit more. No, let me see. It's probably around. Wait. Oh, I hit the light. That's what it was. Alright, hopefully. I thought I turned it off, so I disconnected the mic for a second there. Reconnected. I did it again. Yeah, the mic is still on. Why is the... Oh. Whatever. So yeah, now we're about at 9 o'clock on the volume. Right? No, 3 o'clock. Wait. Yeah, but don't mind me. I just confused myself for a little bit right there. So, let's get into it. Nice little relaxation to start the day. Get a little water. Appreciate you, brother. There's the cloud bot. Alright, everything looks like we're up and running, full effect. Oh, by the way, I had my last live stream over on the other side yesterday. Deleted both accounts. So everything's gone. I told everyone that was there, and that it crossed my mind to leave what was there, but I feel like it was it's more like where I want to be and where I want to go from here is all divine alignment, divine timing. So it's all about live, here, now, in the moment. And just from this point forward, everything from that, I didn't want to leave any energy over there on a platform that's crumbling, and so much I was talking about in the stream, so much controversy and laws or restrictions, bans, bills, whatever. It's like, in comparison to YouTube, YouTube has been smooth sailing. Yeah, there's been changes, and there's certain times where if you're a creator, especially in live streaming, dealing with music or other visuals, if you're doing review reactions, stuff like that, it's very iffy and things can pop up flags and stuff like that. But at least YouTube lets you know, and you can cut it out, or you can mute the section, you can edit, you can doctor it to where you can make it acceptable for the platform. So there's just so many more benefits over here that I'm appreciative of, and I realized that I had to go over there and leave here in order to fully appreciate this side. So, like, all in all, YouTube has never done me wrong. Nowhere near in comparison to the other side. I also mentioned the fact that over here, as soon as I hit end live, it becomes a video on demand, public access, the entire replay, instantly. I don't have to download the file, put it onto my computer, edit, write a description and all the titles, and re-upload it. All that is cut out. So loving it. And also the fact that I have instant access to OBS, getting back, to being able to stream from the computer with ease on a platform that is familiar to me. I know very well the ins and outs of OBS. So I'm going to be doing music production is coming back. However, it's going to be different. It's going to be mainly focused on lo-fi vibes. So it's going to be a journey. Haven't gone into lo-fi in I don't know how long. And even when I did lo-fi, it was like here and there, little sprinkles. It wasn't ever a real focus for me. So that's going to be another journey I'll be sharing here in FL, lo-fi music production. And I might not ever even release. I did say I consider might be bringing back Rich Preen to release music through, if I ever come to the point of any beats that I want to complete, that I'm feeling the vibe for and want to share. So that's potential, but more so those streams, the music, it's going to be just connecting, sharing energy, conversation, chilling, just vibing out. And then there's also going to be gaming streams. So that's coming. I'm going to do a gaming stream today. Maybe some beat making, I don't know, we'll see. But there's going to be gaming, there's going to be mandala making. What else? There's a couple things where I was so limited on the other side. Workout streams I want to start sharing, in particular the training for the L-sit. That's just something, a personal challenge I want to get better and progress at. It's the L-sitting, and transitioning into like different handstands and things like that. I would really love to. I've always been into breakdancing, and when I later in life saw gymnasts, I forget what they call it. I think it's the horses or something like that. But when they're on the platforms and they're just holding themselves up and swinging themselves around, like doing air flares and different breakdancing-esque moves, I was just like, wow, that's best of both worlds right there to me. So I want to really get myself to being able to go from an L-sit to swing myself up into a handstand without my feet touching the floor. So it's going to be a long journey. It's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. All for inspiration, motivation. So, oh yeah, definitely. Still releasing music every other Friday under Outlier. Indeed, indeed. Yes, definitely is, brother. There's about to be so much. It's almost gonna be. I was thinking about it, reflecting on it the other day, and it's like I'm kind of in between, like the format that I'm going and the amount of content, the output. It's kind of gonna be in between what people call just desktop streaming, where you're just doing one form of streaming at your desktop, to almost IRL, but not. What I mean by that, it's not like I'm going to be carrying a camera around or anything, but I'm going to be sharing a lot of different glimpses into my life of things that I enjoy. So yeah, the sound baths, gonna have music, gaming, fitness, and also just, there might be some pop-up streams where I'm just kind of chilling and talking, just a chat, chill and chat. Much love, brother, much love. And I see there's something new too here on YouTube. I don't know what these purple crowns, the XP, means. That's interesting. I guess from like commenting and liking. I see now. Okay. I wonder if that's like it carries, if it's if it resets stream to stream, or if it's from your first stream on. That would be pretty cool. If it keeps on accumulating to where I would be able to see, just get a gauge of the top supporters. that or anything, but I'm just imagining to have an entire room having a mandala, giant mandala carpeting, like installed, designed that way, so it's permanent. First time I ever thought of that. I don't know if it's made anywhere, if anyone does it. But that's gonna be for my dream, the dream house. session, taking a reading from the Angel Numbers book, always based on the time, so it's divinely timed, with meaning and purpose, intention. When I looked over, it said 10:39. It just clicked over to 10:40, so I'm going to stick with the 10:39. It's 4-digit time. However, there's 999 numbers, so there's 3 digits maximum. So what I like to do is just to draw what number speaks to me first from the 4 digits. And today was 139. So let's see what divinely timed message we have before we part ways. Till we meet again. Achieve. Your success helps others. Your angels want you to embrace your soul's purpose within a career rather than your ego's necessity of it. Think of how your contributions can help others and brainstorm how you could level up in order to provide that needed assistance. Man, after all of what has gone on, has transpired, this speaks so heavily and is so in alignment, resonates with me. Y'all know, if you know, you know, that me being an inspiration, a motivation, a positive example to others is very, very key, very significant to my life. And making a career out of doing what I love and not out of feeling a necessity of a career path of like just applying to jobs until someone feels that I fit their requirements, and then making that all that there is to define my life day in, day out. So it's very, very key to me, this journey of doing what I love. You know the saying, do what you love so you never have to work a day in your life. I feel sincerely, very deeply, I know for a fact, in fact, that we did not come here to simply work day in, day out. Because if you think back, all you have to do is stop, take a moment, think back to as far back as you can as for human existence. Although we may not know exactly what was going on, we can all agree that there was a point in time where humans existed, but they did not work. They lived, they enjoyed, they survived, they thrived, they strived, succeeded. There were ups and downs. They made it through naturally, just living life. So I know for a fact that lets me know, that lets us know. If you didn't know, now you know. We didn't come here to work. It all plays into the way that society has been shaped and molded by others, by people who are long dead and gone, and yet their legacy lives on. Their ideals, their way, their foundation, the way they wanted the structure to be. And generation after generation after generation, people are born into the comfort of another person who will once again, or people, whatever the group, dead and gone, long dead and gone. And yet, now is the time to wake up to the fact that you can define your own life, structure it your own way, build your own foundation to then build upon. All the holidays that have been created, and the concept of the ways to celebrate different things, or the ways to mourn certain things. All of these things have been given by people who are long gone, who we don't even know the names of. Many of them, most of the people who exactly created Thanksgiving, who exactly created Christmas, and 4th of July, all these different things, and who said birthdays had to be celebrated this way, and funerals had to be carried out the way they are nowadays in America, especially. It's like all of these concepts and ideas and ways to live are old. They're played out, if you ask me. Boring. Old, old, old. I don't know you. I don't know who came up with it. So it's like, why should I live that way? Why, when I have a mind of my own, I have the capability to say, instead of celebrating birthdays as you lived throughout the year, congratulations, let's cut a cake and sing a song. How about instead, throughout the year, celebrate all the achievements, all of what a person manifests from their mind that only they can think of, bringing into this reality for people to experience and enjoy. How about celebrate that instead of just simply living through a year, in the most comfortable, easiest time that it is to live, in terms of, we don't have to go out and hunt for food, and we have, heating and air conditioning. We don't have to try to survive through a winter, build fire, and all these different things. So we have the easiest, most comfortable life to make it through, relative to your means of, whatever. But it's the easiest time now to live. So there's no, if you ask me, no reason to celebrate. For me, June 5th, my birthday, it's very important to me. I'm into, birth charts, astrology, things of that sort, but on a deep, deep level. I'm not one who reads Gemini daily horoscope or something like that. Anything that's very generalized. I'm more into the deep down, individualized, getting more to the nitty gritty of myself. So there's some importance, there's some significance, but in terms of June 5th, let's celebrate. It's like there's at least 100,000 other people with the same birthday as me. So it's like it's not anything special to me in terms of let's just celebrate your life. I celebrate my life every single day. I'm thankful for it. I make the most of it. So to have people just randomly, for the most part, when on my birthday, I'll get messages from more people that I usually don't talk to throughout the year than people who I'm around, which it's just like all of a sudden for this one day people want to, hey, I'm here, still here, I want to be something in your life, so I'm gonna reach out and say happy birthday and celebrate you and show love. It's like we don't even talk throughout the year, but all of a sudden you want to DM or text or whatever. So yeah, it's just I'm all about redefining my life and celebrating what matters, what's of purpose, significance. When I release music, sure, there's other people who make music, but no one can make what I make. What I make or what I've made, what I'm going to make, no one can make it the same exact way that I did. Even if they tried to recreate it and had all the tools, all the sounds, when it comes down to the details, like the EQing, if you know about music, like just the EQ alone, one little section might be different from what I did to what they did. It may sound similar, they may be able to get close, but it would never be the same. So let's celebrate that, and also what it does by not celebrating, and this birthdays is just one example. It goes for all different holidays and different things that I don't know. I always forget what Memorial Day, Labor Day, like when they are, and there's things like you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day or something like that. Just all these different, like, what is this? Foolishness. Is a bunch of foolishness, if you ask me. So, but with birthdays, one of the things is, a lot of people cherish and just birthdays are everything for them because They get all that showering of love for that one day and celebration, and attention and everything. But it's so important for people because they're not creative. They don't do anything else. Like I said, if we celebrate what we can manifest from our minds, our own unique minds that no one else can manifest, whatever it is, even if you're taking pictures, you don't have to, you can paint, you can take pictures, videos, you can edit, you can make music, you can, whatever the case may be, what's unique to you can never be done by anyone else. So by not giving importance and the foolish significance to birthdays would push people to be more creative. Like, I can only speak from experience. Knowing that I'm one of the most creative and most productive people that I know as far as manifesting my mind to reality, that if things were structured the way that I see it, I'm not saying people need to follow me and do what I say, but it's just a logical reason behind it. So for me, take me for example, if we were celebrating everything that I brought into this world for people to experience, I'd be having celebrations thrown multiple times per month. Whereas I know people in my life would have zero celebrations for the entire year because they don't manifest, they're not creative, they're just day in, day out, hamster wheel. So it would push creativity. Hopefully, it would inspire, make a spark for people to say like, oh wow, so much, celebration with purpose behind, for him. I'd like to experience that too. And I can experience it at every point that I make, that I do something, that I share something. I don't have to wait just one day out of the year for this inflow of love and appreciation. Like people would be so much more creative and productive if that was the case. Oh man, it's all good, brother. All good. I appreciate you. You know what? I don't think. Oh, wait, can I see? I can't toggle the time. I wish I could see the timestamps. I thought there was a way you could. I know I can on the computer, but yeah. Just wanted to. That message today drew a lot out, but all centered around the fact that doing what you love, finding a way to share what you love, manifest your will, manifest your creativity, your imagination. We all have it. There's, again, like, I think some people overthink the concept of creativity. They think they have to do something extravagant and something that takes 7 months. Some people paint but for some people it works. That's them. That's what they do. It'll take a year to do a painting or something, but it's not. It doesn't have to be that way. Or sometimes people will take a month to produce a track, some music. I mentioned a few minutes ago one of the simplest ways to be creative, and yet it's very impactful once you find the right people to appreciate it, and I'm one of them. It's pictures and videos. We all have such powerful devices in our hands to capture pictures and videos, especially pictures. And I want to say pictures in particular because you can go out, snap pictures of nature, just snap pictures of your life day to day, walking past, whatever the case may be. If you're making a coffee or something, you might snap a picture of your coffee cup. If you're taking a walk, snap a picture of a tree you're walking by, or a close-up of a flower, picture of the sky. You can then take those pictures, and there's many websites that you can go on to have to you can upload your files and make them into a book. You can then get that book printed sent to you, or you can purchase it and have it sent to, you can put in the address or whatever. And that's a gift from you, from your perspective, to anyone, all your family members that you can share, that they can hold and see what you saw, how you saw it. I think that is an amazingly simple way to be creative and to share your perspective to the world. And there's many others that are very simple, and even if you don't go and get it printed into a book and everything, the way our phones, the technology is nowadays, you can have a gathering, call your family over, cook up some dinner, connect your phone to your TV, and share, slideshow, going through the pictures, talking about your experience, what you were doing. Brings more communication into the family, more structure. And then if you're doing it in that format, connecting to the TV, then you can also share your videos. You all sit, have some popcorn, have some snacks, have a couple drinks, and just enjoy and share the moments of life, and perspectives, and it's very, 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 very simple ways. I think people overthink imagination, overthink creativity, and so just know that there's very, very easy ways to be creative. And I think I needed to say that in particular with the pictures for someone out there, one of the people who are listening, think might get into some taking pictures and videos, maybe sharing with your family. It'd be a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yeah. On that note, gonna go ahead and actually ended up making the hour mark. I intended on cutting the stream a bit short to, just cutting the stream a bit short earlier, but nice discussion, to a nice flow to share, emanating from the message, from the angel numbers message. If you missed the message, you can scroll back, and there's another beautiful thing that I love and miss and appreciate with YouTube. Is you can scroll through the stream live. So yeah, beautiful. We're back, full effect. More streams to come later today. I think my next stream was probably going to be some Fortnite and chill. So yeah, if you're into just lo-fi vibes, lo-fi music, Fortnite, gaming, mainly, for us to connect. But I will be, trying. I do like to win. There'll be a win counter, have the graphics on the screen and everything, so it's gonna be a good time. That being said, we'll go through each component here one last time of the sound bag, starting with the gong. Tuning fork. I think I'll be back later tonight too, this evening, for another relaxing unwind. Let's see where we're gonna go next. We'll go with the singing bowls. Another thing was forced, in order to make it work, to move the camera, move the tripod back further to fit everything. So even my physical space is more open than what it used to be over on the other side, on the TT side of things, on that platform. So they're just, the way that things unravel and manifested is just like, it all makes so much sense. There's just so much more space, and I never, it's mind-boggling. This whole time I've been so appreciative of this session, of the space, and really acknowledging it, because it's boggling my mind how a tripod is so thin, it's very unobstructive, and yet makes such a difference moving it back. It really doesn't make sense how much more open it feels. And I think just being able to see myself with so much more in the picture, I think maybe adds to it. But man, it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm loving it. So on that note, let's continue on. We have the chimes. It's crazy that I really only moved it back maybe 3 feet at the max, but it makes such a difference. The tongue drum. Finally, we come to the final turn of the rain stick to bring us to an official close. Only till we meet again. In divine time, we will realign. I thank you all for sharing the time, sharing the energy, reciprocating the love. And with that, I say, I will see you again soon. I will be back, maybe around 1 p.m. Could be a little sooner, who knows. But I'm gonna do a light workout. I'm not gonna do enough of a workout to where I want to share it. I would like to do, if I ever, not if I ever, but when I do the workout streams, I'd like to do at least like a half-hour session, half-hour stream. But what I'm about to do when I get off of here is probably gonna be quick 10-15 minute, just a little something to get the blood flowing, and so yeah, after that I do plan on, like I said, Fortnite and chill. If you're into Fortnite, gaming, or just chill vibes, lo-fi music, chatting it up, I will have overlays and voice changer, all, man. If you came over from the other side, if you never see me stream from the desktop on YouTube, I don't have a bunch of graphics and overlays as far as like the theme and everything. It's very minimalistic, and I intend on keeping it that way. So I don't have like borders around the screen or around the face cam or anything like that. But I do have overlay buttons for, like, if I win a match or whatever, or if I lose, there's good and bad things that I can press to, like, entertainment memes that I can press to overlay on the screen with different sounds, and it's very, very entertaining. I find it entertaining for myself, at least, and that's what I look to do when I look to entertain. As long as I entertain myself first, I'm happy. So may or may not enjoy the vibes, but hey, the intention is always peace, positivity, and just chilling. So hopefully y'all will come through and enjoy the time. Also, if you didn't hear earlier, not just gaming but music production, mandala making. So it's gonna be much more to come. Stay tuned. Peace and love.